Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to this podcast, the Sacred Man Experience podcast. I am Imran Muhammad. We have traveled through the valleys of the soul, the battlefields of the boardroom, and the sanctuaries of the home. Today we stand at the edge of the horizon. The title of today's podcast is The Sacred Legacy, Meeting the King himself. The final return. We spend our entire lives preparing. We prepare for the big deal, the wedding, the retirement, the next step. But there is one appointment that no man can reschedule. There is one boardroom where you will stand alone, and your title, your bank balance, and your network will not be allowed past that door. As a sacred man, you have lived with purpose. You have disciplined your nafs, healed your wounds, and led your family. But the ultimate question remains. When you and I meet Al-Malik, the king, will you meet him as a stranger or as a beloved servant who is finally coming home? Allah says in the Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الإنسان إنك كادح إلى ربك كدحا فملاقيه. O man, verily you are returning toward your Lord with your deeds and actions, returning as a hard endeavor, and you will meet him. Today, we talk about the sacred legacy. We talk about how to live so that your death is not an end, but it truly a masterpiece. The end state orientation. In NLP, we have a concept called future pacing. We don't just look at where you are, we look at the ultimate outcome. If your life were a movie, how would the final scene look? Most men live in a short-term loop, reacting to the crisis of the day. A sacred man lives with end state orientation. By keeping the reality of the end in your daily consciousness, you change your criteria of importance. The petty arguments, the ego-driven competitiveness, and the hollow pursuit of status lose their submodality power. They become small and insignificant. We use the legacy filter. For every major decision, ask, how will this look on the day I meet my Lord? This isn't just a religious thought. It is the highest form of cognitive alignment. It removes the decision fatigue because your sacred map is already drawn. We are anchoring your identity not to what you do, but to the state you wish to be when you breathe your last breath. The sacred and sound heart. The sacred experience of life is merely a preparation for the sacred meeting. The great polymath, Imam al-Ghazali, in his final days secluded himself with the Quran and Sahih al-Bukhari. He who had mastered all sciences realized at the end that the only thing that was significant was something called qalbus salim, a sound heart. And that is the only thing that matters. Allah the Almighty mentions in his holy book, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. The day when there will not benefit anyone, wealth or children, but only one who comes to Allah with a sound heart. The Holy Prophet, the sacred model himself, peace and blessing will Allah be upon him, lived as a traveler. He said, كن في الدنيا كأنك غريب أو عابر سبيل. Be in this world as if you were a stranger or a traveler. Ibn al-Qayyim reminds us that the traveler doesn't get upset when the hotel is uncomfortable, nor does he get too attached to its luxuries. He keeps his eyes on the road. Imam Zahid al-Balkhi taught that the greatest sustenance of the soul is the hope of meeting none other than the Creator himself. When a man lives a life of ihsan, of excellence, death is not a grim reaper. It is the bridge of the beloved. A sacred man is one who has turned his life into waqf, endowment. His wealth continues to give, his children continue to pray, and his wisdom continues to guide. He dies, but his sacred presence always remains. The final blueprint. My beloved brothers, we are at the end of this particular podcast, but the beginning of your new life. Here is your final sacred man protocol in this series. Number one, the wasiyah, the will audit. This week, ensure your physical and spiritual will is in order. Not just the assets, no, but the values. Write a letter to your children telling them what you stand for. This is legacy encoding. Number two, the daily death meditation. Every night, as you lie in bed, imagine you are not coming back. Forgive everyone who wronged you. Clear your mental state. Say, I return to you, O Allah, as I began. For some of you, you might feel that this is a little morbid. Why would I want to do that? But my beloveds, many of us hold the burden of what we have done to others or what has been done to ourselves. Many of us do not get the opportunity to say these words of forgiveness if we have wronged someone else or someone has wronged us. So this is a very significant and important audit. Let me give you a third one. The Sadaqatun Jariyah seed. Plant one thing this week that will outlive you. A well, a tree, a student's education, or a digital resource of truth. Ensure your income continues in the Akhirah. And number four, the sacred promise. Choose one habit we have discussed in these 20 episodes and commit to it for life. Let it be your signature of manhood. The journey of the sacred man never truly ends. It only changes form. You are a leader, a protector, a servant, and a seeker. You have the tools, you have the faith, and you have the light. Go out into the world. Be the mercy, be the strength, be the silence. My beloveds, I want to express my gratitude to every single one of you. That those of you who have listened to the Sacred Man Experience podcast, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your striving, heal your heart, and grant you a seat with the beloved Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, and the righteous in the presence of the King himself. Until we meet in the shade of the throne, stay grounded, stay sacred, and remember, you are a sacred man. We have another series coming up, a really powerful one, and I want you to stay engaged. Till then, stay sacred. Peace and blessings with every single one of you.